Good morning. It's Wednesday, February 23rd, 2022. I'm Haley Spivey, and this is Panther News Network. Here's what's going on today. The FDA found a few rodents during an inspection at a Family Dollar facility. Last week, the company issued a voluntary recall after an FDA inspection uncovered a rodent infestation at an Arkansas facility. The recall was for various products purchased within the last year from Family Dollar stores across 6 states may be contaminated and unsafe to use. Items ranging from medication to pet food were listed among the recall. The news release also stated that the various products were sold in hundreds of stores in Alabama, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Missouri, and Tennessee. Family Dollar also stated that it's unaware of any consumer complaints at the moment. Family Dollar is notifying its infected stores by letter asking them to check their stock immediately and to quarantine and discontinue the sale of any affected product. Customers that may have bought infected products may return such products to the Family Dollar store where they were purchased without a receipt, the company has said. And now here's a story from Jamerica Johnson. Savannah State University alumnus Carl Miller has won an award in his graduate program for his work developing leadership program for the youth in need. The Bridge Builder poem has remained in Carl Miller's mind ever since he memorized it as a part of initiation into the Omega Psi Phi fraternity at the Savannah State University. With messages to pave the way for the next generation, Miller has embodied this poem throughout his personal and professional life. Fulfilling the dream is about building bridges. It's about helping people to get from where they are to where they need to be, said Miller. Miller is a doctoral candidate in the Mary Frances Early College of Education, owner of the C.A. Miller Publishing Company, and the 2022 graduate student recipient of the President's Fulfilling the Dream Award, presented at the Martin Luther King Jr. Freedom Breakfast. The award recognizes students, faculty, staff, and community members that amplify the words and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Following the completion of his bachelor's degree in English, Miller created the C.A. Miller Publishing Company, which produced children's books by authors of color and positive character traits, leadership, and diversity. And author himself, Miller, emphasizes the importance of teaching positive character traits to children. And now here's the weather report from Jalen Spites.
And for this week, we have the temperatures dropping a little low, so make sure you bring out those coats. And also, we have a few light percentages of showers, so expect some rain, but I don't think it's going to hit us. But that's it for today for the weather report. Back to you, Haley.
The investigation continues into the skydiving accident that took the life of an instructor and left his student in critical condition. Skydive Houston says the pair were severely injured after a Tatum jump in Waller County Saturday afternoon. We're used to seeing skydivers, nothing out of the norm, said Barton Davis. Davis has lived in the area for 9 years and says it's normal to see skydivers jumping from planes on Saturdays. Davis says that he was in his backyard with his 21-year-old son when he noticed a parachute wasn't opening. The peaceful open air was quickly interrupted by the sound of helicopters and sirens. Investigators said that his parachute did not open. Davis watched the tragedy unfold in horror and disbelief. Initial reports from the Waller County Sheriff's Office said that the victims were non-responsive but breathing. The instructor did die on Sunday. The student remains in critical condition. Their names have not been released. Skydive Houston released a statement that they are deeply saddened by the loss of the Tatum instructor and friend. Our sincerest condolences are extended to his family and friends. We continue to pray for the full recovery of the injured student. Skydive Houston says that they have suspended jump operations pending local law enforcement of the Federal Aviation Administration investigations. We'll be back with Amber McKnight after our commercial break. Hello everyone, I have Amber McKnight here with me today, and you may recognize her as our lovely anchor here on the Panther News Network. Amber is a sophomore and a mass communication major here at Prairie View. So Amber, I know that this is your first college year in a face-to-face environment. So can you tell us about that experience?
So coming from a virtual to a face-to-face classes were very hard due to the fact that when you are virtual, you go at your own pace and you have Zoom videos and etc. But as far as being face-to-face, you actually had to get yourself up, which was kind of tricky for me because I had all morning classes. So just transitioning from, being in the bed on Zoom classes and actually getting up was one of the most challenging experiences, but also just being able to do like face-to-face tests instead of doing, lockdown browser tests. Right. That was also a challenge for me as well. But besides that, college has been a great experience so far. And, you know, when you're in college, you live and you learn.
All right. Yes, true. Okay. So, you mentioned some obstacles that you did face. So, do you have any other obstacles that you have faced in college? And what would be some advice to incoming freshmen?
Advice that I would give incoming freshmen is, for one, be dedicated. Various friends of mine who I came into college with, they weren't as dedicated to what they wanted to do in life. And so as a result, it impacted them severely when it came to academics. But also, in a sense, advice that I would give freshmen is it's okay to not know what you want to do right now. And what I mean by that is if you are a freshman and you do not know what you want to do in life and your major is undecided, that's okay. That's okay. In life, we always don't know the path that we are going to be on, but just being in college is a huge step. So I would say continue to be in college. It's okay to not know what you want to do in life. You still have the rest of your years in college to figure out what you want to do in life. And also, if you are a comm major and you have not picked a minor yet, make sure that you pick a minor before your sophomore year is over.
Yes, that was beautiful advice, Amber. Yes.
Thank you very much, Haley.
So, so I know you are a part of Panther News Network as one of our co-anchors.
Yes.
Yes. So, how has this opportunity impacted you thus far?
Well, when I first heard about Panther News Network and also PVAMU TV, it was actually my sophomore year. They did applications, and to be a part of Panther News Network, but even more so as PVAMU TV, what I would say is you have to be dedicated and driven to, you know, getting your reels done so that by the time you graduate, you have those reels, and there are news stations looking at those reels and wanting to recruit you. But also, I would say that since I've been at PVAMU TV or PVAMU News Network, it has changed my view on how I see different things in the world, and I've also have learned, for example, like making a news script or even reading from a teleprompter. Those are different fundamentals that you would need in order to be a news anchor or a multimedia journalist going into the real world after college. But also, being a part of Panther News Network has also made me meet different individuals who actually want to see me succeed and my peers succeed. So if you're looking for a program where not only you have to be dedicated in, but also the people around you care for your success and they want to see you do great things in life, this is the program for you. Also, if you are an incoming freshman and you want to be a part of this opportunity, I say go for it, join it. Because if you join PVAMU now, well, PVAMU News Network now, you're going to have a lot of content, but also you're going to learn from the different mistakes that you make along the way. And me personally, there was a lot of stuff that I did not know when it came to being, you know, a news anchor. For example, you have to find your own stories. You have to write your own stories. And most importantly, there will always be a deadline. So once you understand that when you are in the mass media industry, you will have deadlines that you will need to make. But that's all a part of adulthood, to be honest.
Okay, yes, I totally agree. If you are looking for, if you are pursuing a career in media industry, please come and join us. We're always looking for comm majors to come out and support because we do need the support. So, this is your first year actually, okay, being in shows this semester, right?
Yes, so this is actually, it's a good transition. At first, like I said, like I joined PVAMU TV and Panther News Network my freshman year of my spring semester. And at that time, everything was shut down and everything was virtual. So actually being here and, you know, learning those fundamentals that I would need has been a huge eye-opening for me. But also, one more thing that I want to tell those who are interested in the media industry is that the work that you produce now is a reflection of you. So make sure that whatever that you put into the world is a reflection of you and what you want others to see you as.
Ooh, that was good. So what is your favorite thing right now about this experience with Panther News Network?
My favorite thing so far with Panther News Network is not only being on the desk, but also having the opportunity to go out and get stories. And not only as a news anchor at PVEMU TV network, you have to be on the desk, but it also requires actually going out on campus, getting those stories and covering those stories. And when you do enter the media mass industry and work for a news station, you will have to go and get stories that are happening. So just that has really impacted me and made me learn different things about, you know, what it takes of, you know, being in the mass media industry.
Well, thank you so much, Amber,
Thank you for
joining
having
us.
me.
Yes. So if you want to catch Amber live in action, please join us every Monday at 9:30. And this was Panther News Network, and we'll be back after this commercial break. Zoe Sozo Bethel has died 8 days after suffering injuries from her undisclosed accident. Family member of family member of Bethel who was crowned Miss Alabama for America's Strong 2021 announced the news on her Instagram account Sunday, writing on Friday, February 18, 2022 at approximately 5:30 a.m. Eastern Time in Miami, Florida. Our beloved Zoe Sozo Bethel passed from this life into the next as a result of her injuries. They added that Bethel touched the hearts of many people and was involved in several organizations. She was the current Miss Alabama for America Strong, a political commentator for RSBN, a brand ambassador for Turning Point USA and Liberty University's Falkirk Center. Her family shared that they asked for prayers and privacy, showing appreciation for the messages they have received. Bethel's family invited supporters to donate to their GoFundMe page to help cover medical and funeral expenses. The campaign has currently raised more than $40,000 of its $500,000 goal. Last week, Bethel's family shared on her Instagram page that she was involved in an accident and sustained severe damage to her brainstem, and is in a coma. They did not specify what kind of accident it was. And that concludes our show this morning. Be sure to catch us on Twitter, Facebook, and this was Panther News Network. I'm Haley Spivey, and thanks for watching.